If you're not capable of great violence, you're not peaceful, you're harmless. You heard that before? I'm going to get into that and how I apply that to my own experience, my own journey, right? It's easy to talk about peace and unity and well, it's not easy, but to spiritual people, if you don't apply the things that you're talking about, it's easy to just say things, right? But thing is, what I do to apply that truth, I ensure I am capable of great violence, but not it. I have no intention of using it. I mean, it's like, so what I do is I train MMA. I am working on becoming an MMA fighter. I love martial arts. It's like yoga times 5. I love the idea of mastering the body and expressing myself through these things, and just it's a spiritual thing for me. But that being said, it can do some damage. I mean, MMA is a real big deal. Martial arts as a whole is a real big deal, So I lift weights. I ensure that I am capable of, causing an issue, But it's like with great power comes great responsibility. You heard that, Spider-Man, I ensure that I'm capable of doing these things so that it just further shows that this state of being, we could say, is a choice, right? I mean, it dawns on people. It dawns on you when it's time for you to realize these things. But people who are maybe, very egotistical and toxic in a certain way, there might be some tough guy being like, yeah, well, he's just saying that because, he can't compete with the big dogs, and all that shit. So pretty much that's my purpose of, what I like to do is speak to all different types of people. I like my experience to not only teach myself, but to teach everybody that is willing to see it as such, Like training MMA and lifting weights, I mean, I think it's fun. I like it. But when it comes down to it, that a tiny reason, I mean, I enjoy it, that's the main thing, but a tiny reason that I do it is to ensure I am capable of such things, but I make the effort to show peace and unity, that just because I'm capable of doing something doesn't mean I'm gonna abuse that, because really, the only way you would do that is to realize that you are not one, right? I mean, the true masters are always peaceful. You look at them kung fu masters, right? They're always very peaceful and all this stuff, but they can fuck you up, if they wanted to. So it's this is testing someone's character right here. There's a lot of people talking about being an honorable man, masculinity, and all this stuff, which props to him, I agree. But at the same time, you're gonna kill a fly or something like that. Are you really living by your principles? Because if I'm capable of taking out a human being, a formidable human being, then what do I need to prove that by stepping on a fly? Obviously, even a baby could kill a fly. It speaks to your character with the little things, right? If you're gonna step on a fly, or you're gonna swat a fly, it's yes, some of it may be animal instincts that you're not conscious of, right? But some of it that you are conscious of might be trying to show you're big and bad, Gotta prove that in every way, So, what I was getting at is if I'm capable of taking down a formidable human being, I am not going to feel the need to prove that. And even if I wasn't, I still wouldn't feel the need to prove that. Especially by stepping on or killing another aspect of God, which is that fly. People don't realize that because they're in duality, but yeah, definitely always make sure you're capable, especially as a man. But you wanna be grounded and strong. I mean, we're here. You got to be strong, got to be capable, right? But I do these things. I enjoy it. I feel like I enjoy it in the grander scheme of things because of this principle, ultimately. But like I said, you just got to be capable of it, but choose peace. Because if you aren't capable of it, it's damn, you're just doing it to to hide yourself from the danger, and you could speak. Right now, you gotta know that if the smoke came, you would do it, but you know that it's not the highest nature to do so, so you don't do that, right? But to some people, and it's not like, don't mistake this, like you have to prove yourself to other people. It's like, when you get to a certain point in awakening, it's like, everything you do, everything has like a higher motive to it, right? Like, there's a lesson to be found in everything, like that. So, like, I appear, like, pretty down to earth, laid back, like that. But, like, if I wanted to, it could be far different, right? But just so happens that I'm not trying to do that, I mean, but I never want to not know that I can, right? Because God is all things, all things, And the thing with strength, if you break down what strength is, what is weakness? Think about weakness. Weakness is lacking, right? Strength doesn't lack. God is all things. If you believe that there is weakness, it is because you believe you're lacking something, right? So strength is a quality of God. It's just, if you abuse it, it's weakness in disguise, right? You gotta know what true strength is, and that's not always, a physical thing. Now, that strength that comes from beyond the physical can, of course, translate to physical strength and things like that. But you got to embody that in mind, body, and spirit, So, yeah. You have to understand the darker aspects of reality to truly know peace, shadow work, So, yeah.